So how would you describe your guy's relationship with his family? Do they fight all the time but really love each other like crazy? Or are family gatherings picture perfect on the outside and simmering with resentment on the inside? The next time you go to one of his family gatherings, pay attention. Notice how he behaves around the family members that trigger him most, the ones that he just can't stand, and file that information away in your brain. You may need it someday, especially if you get married. Hi, I'm Amy Waterman, a dating and relationship expert with yourbrilliance.com. And in this video, I'm going to share with you one very important clue that can determine if you have a happy future together. It's a big fat myth that all that matters in relationships is how good you are together. If you're compatible in every way, if you have tons of fun together, and of course, if the sex is mind blowing, then you're a match made in heaven, right? But long term relationships don't founder on a lack of fun. They fall apart because of conflict. How you fight matters because someday, maybe in a few months or after years of marriage, you're not going to be able to stand one another. Like the very sight of him will irritate you. And what you do then says everything about what your relationship will become. So we learn our first lessons about relationships in our families of origin. Our parents showed us how to treat one another appropriately through the way they behaved. Every single thing they did and said let us know this is how a family acts. This is how family members treat one another. This is what's normal. And those early lessons implanted themselves in our brains. They became part of our operating system. And not even rejecting your family values or years of therapy can erase them completely. And for most people, that's not a problem. Life goes on. They grow up, they get out in the world, they meet new people, and they date. They put their past behind them. But no man or woman is an island. You bring your family history with you wherever you go. That old programming lies dormant until the moment a relationship gets serious. He's no longer the new guy in your life. He's family. And that's when all hell breaks loose. Because you see, we don't treat family the same as we treat everyone else. Family gets special treatment. You don't have to put on false airs around family. You can be yourself. You can let it all hang out. Maybe you have to treat strangers with courtesy and respect, but you can abandon politeness the moment you slam that front door. So when I was a kid, I used to think that it was a sign of closeness to yell at someone. It showed you considered them family. You were choosing authentic irritation over fake politeness. They should feel privileged. Luckily, I spent my early 20s living with various host families, and I saw a lot of different family configurations, some healthy, and some not. And I realized it was possible, not always easy, but possible to practice authentic kindness with everybody. It's not that healthy families don't have conflicts. They still get irritated with one another, but they don't let their personal feelings change the overall atmosphere of kindness and respect. Disagreements don't grant a license to get nasty. So authentic kindness comes easily in the early days of a relationship. He treats you like a queen and you treat him like a king. You can't wait to move in and start your life together. And then it starts happening. Just little things at first, like a hurtful joke or eye rolling or forgetting something that was important to you. And then it gets personal. You should stop being so sensitive. You should get over yourself. You don't own him. What? Like, what's happening here? Well, maybe your relationship has gone to the next level. You're no longer the new woman in his life, you're family. So this is where your observations of his family life will help you. What does being family mean to him? How has he learned to deal with conflict? Does he shut people out when he doesn't like what they're saying, or is his love unconditional? Well, those answers apply to you now. He will treat you the way he's learned to treat those closest to him. And it's not even conscious most of the time. So can he change? Absolutely. It's not his fault if he grew up in a less than perfect family. Don't most of us? He's an adult now. He can learn to act in healthier ways. So look for these clues that he's learning to forgive his family for not being perfect, that he keeps trying with his family, even when it's hard and it feels like he's not getting anything back, and that he makes sure his own behavior is polite and respectful, even if no one else's is. And if you find such a man, hold him close and never let him go. He'll forgive you for not being perfect. He'll keep trying even when it's hard. He'll do his best to be polite and respectful even when he's mad. That's what families do. So there you have it. The best clue as to whether your happily ever after will indeed be happy is if he tries to treat his family well. It's okay if his family is dysfunctional. He's not responsible for their behavior, but he's responsible for his own. What's your guy's relationship with his family like? Have you seen it bleed over into his relationship with you? Let us know in the comments. And if this video helps you in any way, please leave it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more great videos about how you can live your most brilliant life. And if you've got a moment, come on over to yourbrilliance.com where you can find tons of information on dating, relationships, beauty, health, career, you name it. We would love to see you there. See you again soon.